Hello, hello. We're live today. So excited to be here today. We are covering, we're going to walk through the 3 steps. It's a framework that's going to help you attract more of your ideal customers, which is really about growing your email list, right? So I want you, so sorry, I've got a mess here. I should have organized it before. I want you to be able to grow your business to however big you want to make that, whether it's 6 figures, whether it's 7 figures. And the truth is that in order for us to be able to consistently go out and connect with our prospective customers, we need to be able to be in contact with them, connect with them more than one time, right? Because we need to build the know, like, trust factor with people before they're ever going to purchase from us. One of the best ways to do that is to actually what they call own your leads. Own your leads means you have a direct connection with them and it's not necessarily dependent on, social media. So we're going to talk about a strategy and a system and everything you need to make sure that you can get your leads, put them in your sales funnel, right? Get them on your e-list, put them in your sales funnel, and be able to sell to them. So that's the process we're going to walk through. It's kind of a big in-depth training here. I'm going to give you all the details. This isn't just an overview. We're actually going to say, okay, here's what you need to do. Here's how you do it. Okay, so this is a good one for anyone who is needing to grow your sales. First of all, I'm going to share my screen because I want you to remember the foundations. Always, always go back to the foundations, those 4 business must-haves. So let's start there because I want to talk about how what we're going through today fits into this. We need to have proven strategies, proven systems, and tools, and the skills to use all these, right? So actually, I kind of skipped one because there needs to be one in between here, skills, and then mindsets below that. But in order to get more leads, in order to nurture them so that we can convert them to sales, right? They're not just potential customers. We want to actually get them to be buying customers. And then we want to have a system where we can ascend them, where they can be repeat customers for us because it is 80% easier to sell to customers who have already purchased from you than it is to go and get a brand new customer and walk them through the entire nurturing process. So today we are walking through some proven strategies and systems. We'll talk about the tools and the skills that you're going to need to make this process happen so you reach your goal. So you don't look like this. Right? Yeah, we don't want to look like that. Okay, I'm so sorry. My voice is hoarse today. Need to, guess I should have got some more water. Okay, we're gonna muck through it. Let's muck through it. Here it is. Here it is, you guys. I am so happy you're here. Say hello if you are watching live. If you're not watching live, that is okay. If you're watching in replay, make sure you hit hashtag replay so I know you were here and you were able to get this training. I'd love feedback. I love knowing if what I'm putting out here is helpful to you. And feel free to let me know if there's something else that you would like me to cover. This is for you. This is to help you move forward. It's not just me out here talking just to talk, even though I like to talk. This is to actually help you. So today I want to talk about how we can get more people to buy our stuff. that starts with, right, having more customers, attracting more customers. And the tool that we want to talk about is how to grow our email list. Our email list is the most powerful connection we have with all of our potential customers because it truly is the most direct connection. If we're meeting them someplace else on social media, then we still have to move them into a direct connection. And hey, one of the biggest social media influencers, seriously, biggest social media influencer on the Book of Faces, just had her whole Facebook account completely deleted because of an accidental login from, another country. She had forgotten her computer. She logged in from another device in another country. They thought she was being hacked and they shut the whole thing down. Now, because of the power she has on this social media platform, she was able to get that restored, right? She's spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in ads. She has a long-standing reputation with them. She has a direct connection with someone inside that company. So she was able to have that restored. But just think if that happened to you on wherever you're out there in social media and you're promoting your product, what would happen to your business if all of that was taken away? And it happens on a regular basis, right? It doesn't just happen to the biggest influencers. It's happened to me before. It's happened to several of my business cohorts that I'm friends with. If you don't have an email list, you have lost connection to all your potential customers, all your current clients, everything gone in one fell swoosh. An email list is our biggest priority to have that direct correct connection. Okay, so I think I've made my point. Made my point. So here's what we need to do. Think in regards to our strategies, we must have a traffic driving strategy and system. What do I mean by traffic driving? Okay. That means that, sorry, I can't write and talk at the same time. That means that we need to have a plan for how we're going to catch our customer, where we're going to find them, and where are we going to lead them. So it starts with having a system that drives traffic where we want to connect with them, that's going to walk them down the path eventually to the sale. But we need to have a plan, right? Otherwise, we're just out there. And you've seen this. You've probably had this happen to you before where you don't know what to put out there for content. And that happens most often when we don't have a strategy and a plan for what our ultimate goal is. So what's your ultimate goal? You want to have these people on your email list and you want to sell to them. Do you want to make that a direct straight to your email list? Or are you going to drive traffic in other places so you're connecting with them in several places? I'm going to, let's talk about, well, here, let's just do it this way. Let's talk about having scroll stopping content. Because the truth is, it doesn't matter where you're connecting with them, it needs to stop the scroll. Whether they're scrolling through their email, whether they're scrolling through one of their social media platforms, whether they're scrolling through their blogs, Twitter, you name it, you have to have something that's going to catch their attention. Okay? That happens with our content. And the goal of our content is to drive traffic to where we want our customer, our ideal customer to be. So how are you How are you getting their attention? Do you have content that calls out to your ideal customer so they immediately recognize that you are talking to them? This is something that for a long time I couldn't get right. It starts with really knowing, right? We have to know our customer like they're our best friend. That means you have to know what's hurting them. You have to know what makes them happy. You have to know what they're frustrated with. Because if you were talking to one of your really good friends and you didn't know those things about them, wouldn't they A, be a little offended? And B, they're not going to listen to you if you don't show that you really understand and empathize and can empathize with them. So our content has to show them that we truly know them. Our content has to show that we have a solution for them. Because our product, whatever it is we're offering, is the solution. But if we don't show them that we have a solution and we don't explain how we can solve whatever problem it is or challenge or issue they're facing, then we can't have any kind of know, like, trust factor with them. So we have to be out there regularly talking about it. This can't happen one time. Sometimes, depending on what you're doing, you may be able to walk someone all the way from, cold to sold, as they say. But that would be someone who knows exactly what they want. They've been looking for a long time, and you just happen to roll into their feed at the right time, and they're like, bingo, finally, I found it. That's only 3% of people in our world, in our little universe that we created in our bubble. 3% at one time are going to be that person. So that means the other 97% of people, we need to be able to be constantly touching them and communicating with them, right? So how are we going to do that? Our scroll stopping content. Our scroll stopping content can have a number of pieces in it that show them how we know them and how we have a solution for them, how we really care about them. We care. We care what happens to them. That's one of the best ways for them to know that you're there to help them. So, how often are you creating content? This has to be consistent. You have to be out here consistently creating content. That means you can't be on, 1 week and then 2 weeks you're gone. So you need to have a system that lets you create content even when you don't feel like you don't have time, or maybe you don't feel like being out there. Have you ever had those days where you get up and you're like, oh my gosh, I just don't know if I can do this today? Well, guess what? If you have systems that include tools and automations that use tools to automate, then you can take time off and your business will still run for you. That is one of the things that I love about the legacy builders, because it is automated. It is set up that you really only have to do the first step in this entire process, because everything else that runs behind the machine is already set up for you. You're only responsible for the first step. That takes a huge workload off of you. That frees up a lot of time. When all you have to do is go out and share your content, when this is it, this is really, you have everything that directs your traffic behind it built in. That is how you're going to win. That is how you are going to quickly grow that email list when you have everything set up behind it and all you have to do is put up the content that directs them. Everything else happens. Okay? Ooh, I'm a little dizzy this morning. I probably should have eaten a little. Okay, so here's what I want you to talk about. Your scroll stopping content. One of those that's going to help you the most in your traffic driving strategy is having a lead magnet. Do you have an effective lead magnet? Now, here's the deal. I have built out so many lead magnets, and the truth is, a lot of times the lead magnet you think is going to be the one will not necessarily be the one that everybody wants. A lead magnet is designed to be a piece of content that you put out there. They don't have to be free. They could be very low cost, right? It could be $1, $5, $7. It could be whatever you want to put out there. But it's designed specifically to be an instant action taking call to action that people automatically, oh my gosh, absolutely, I want that, and it's free or it's only $1. So you're exchanging value. You're giving them something of value in order to get their email, which is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to you. Every email on your list is estimated, right? This number changes, but every single email on your list is estimated to be worth $100. That's the average conversion number, like dollar number for an email list, the value per name you have. So if you only have an email list with 30 people on it, you really don't have the potential to make an annual income with only 30 people on your email list. If they're only valued at $100 a piece, which is the high number, I chose the high number. A lot of people say they're only worth $1 a piece. But at $100, if you had 330 people, that's only $3,000. That's not even enough really for a month of income. And that's if every single person on your email list was converting. And we have to remember that only 3% of those people at any given time you make an offer, only 3% of those people are going to be ready to purchase. So you can see how it's kind of a numbers game, which means we have to be out there constantly attracting and bringing new people to us, which is why driving traffic and having a strategy and system is paramount. We are dead in the water if we don't have the right system. And a lead magnet is the tool that you use, right? That's the tool. So let's talk about how a lead magnet fits into our system and our strategy. So when you have a product, and we're going to call a product an offer, okay? This is whatever it is you're actually selling. There are different points of contact that you can use on your offer ladder, right? This is a ladder that we're going to build that will grow the know, like, trust factor with your customer. Okay, so usually there are 4 main steps on your value ladder here, your offer ladder. This one down here is where our lead magnet comes in. This is usually the first point of contact that someone has with us. If we've done our lead magnet right and we are really we're really honed in to what our customer really wants, then this could be the first time they see us that they take our lead magnet. What's an example of a lead magnet? It depends on what your particular ideal customer is and what they offer and what you offer them. If you are a realtor, a really hot lead magnet for your people may be um, a list of all the trusted contractors and, for remodeling in town. Or it could be a group of special discounts and coupons that even giveaways that new buyers get when they purchase from you, right? There's a number of things that you can use as a lead magnet. If you're an artist, it could be a note card or it could be a guide on how to purchase art. That's the one I use most often. If you are a digital marketer, it could be here's the blueprint this is the lead magnet that we offer. It's the 5-step business blueprint that gives people the map of how they can be hugely successful online, promoting their product and selling their product online. It's called digital marketing. That's the lead magnet we have. Okay, so we'll put that down here at the business blueprint. I'm gonna just write, we're gonna build out the legacy builder here so you can see how this works. Legacy builder fits this perfectly. Okay. Legacy builder, if you want this blueprint right here, the business blueprint, just go right here. shaunasdailypay.com. That's how you can actually get the blueprint that we're talking about. Okay, so lead magnet. In order for this tool to work, you need to have an opt-in page. That's something that sits online where people can go, they put their email in, and it's automatically, the thing that they want is automatically delivered to them in their email. Boom, you've built your email list. You have a lead. Super powerful lead magnets with an opt-in. So you'll hear them called different things. You'll hear them called squeeze pages, opt-in pages, and landing pages. 3 different names for basically the same thing where someone comes and gets a lead magnet. Okay? And you choose the lead magnet based on what you know you can help your customers with the most, like to solve their first problem. A really, really powerful lead magnet solves an immediate problem and then introduces them to the next problem that they're going to have and how you can solve that for them too. How your product, your next offer can solve that for them. That is the best kind of lead magnet ever. Okay. Lead magnet. And then here in this next part, we want to have what's called an entry offer. What is an entry offer? This is generally a low priced product. A low priced product. What do we mean by a low priced product? That means anywhere $100 and under. It depends on your scale of product. Right now, if it's a home, if you're a realtor, obviously a $25 product is not an entry level product. That would be more like, a condo or a townhome or something like that, or a flat, right? So an entry level product, the price point depends on your scale of what the product is you're offering. Now, Legacy Builder has an entry level product at $100. Here's the amazing thing about this product. is you can turn around and resell it. I know. I didn't even, I never knew these things existed until about a year and a half ago. They're called master resale rights products. The trick to being successful at having a master resale rights product that actually sells is it has to be a really good product. You don't want to sign up and purchase something and they're like, "Yeah, and you can resell it." But if it didn't work for you, it's not going to work for the people you want to sell it to. So that's the trick there, right? It has to be a really good product. It also needs to be a really high in demand product. Digital marketing right now, super high demand, super high demand. Okay, I dropped my eraser. Sorry, guys. Digital marketing is teaching people how to be successful online, how to use social media, really powerful, effective social media that's going to help them expand their business, grow their sales. That's what the Legacy Builder does. And there are 4 different packages and programs of training that this offers. So, depending on where your ideal customer is ready to invest, there's kind of something for everyone. That is rare, you guys. Okay, so a low price point, right? Where they're going to get results, but they're not going to get what I call the big enchilada. It's going to solve one specific problem in whatever issue they're having, whatever challenge they're facing. It's not going to solve the whole problem. Key point there, okay? So then we're going to have what's called our core offer. Our core offer is usually a little more expensive here. And a core offer is really the thing that you want to sell the most. It's what you want to be known for. So Legacy Builder here is what they want to be known for. This is their core program. This product also, you want to make sure that it has a high profit margin built in. So that means that when you're out there offering it, you know that you're going to make a significant amount of money in return, the return on your investment. Why is this important? Because if you are doing affiliate marketing, you're only getting a percentage of the sale, right? So I guess that's something else we want to talk about, that you want to be able to get 100% profit. You don't just want to be getting a percentage of the sale here. You want to be able to make 100% of whatever it is you're selling. So the Legacy Builder, their core offer product, and this is the one they sell the most of, is $900. Here's what's very unique about this particular business opportunity, business period. This is what I do. This is what I offer. I made this back within 3 weeks of having my business. It was less than 3 weeks from having my business set up and going, because once I invested, it took me some time. It took me like 2 or 3 days to get it set up. I didn't work on it all day those 3 days. I had other things. I have clients and other things I'm doing. So a couple hours each day. So really less than 3 weeks. And I had already made this investment back. Okay. But here's what's unique about this one is this product also has other options in it. So there are also $600 and $300 packages in this one business opportunity. So you can make $900, you can make $600, you can make $300, or you can make $100 all in one website. So here's how it works. It's a website that actually offers, let's see if I can pull it up. Oh, that's going to be a trick. I should have just done that. Let's see. I bet I can do it. Dot Shauna's dailypay.com. Did I spell it right? Yep. And then we're going to do /ready. We'll show you. I'm just going to show you. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. Nope, you can't see that. Okay. Well, you can kind of see that. Okay, so that is the landing page. Here's where, let's see, I'm going to scroll down. By the way, this is all given to you. This whole package is given to you. Yeah, I know, phenomenal. You don't have to build out this sales page that I'm scrolling through. It's already built out for you. But here's what I want to show you. You have the option to sell the $900 product, or you have the option to sell Digital Mastery. That's the $600. And see right there, you get 3 income streams. You can also sell the 300 and the 100. So you get to sell all 3 of these. Here's the next one. This one is called Passive Daily Pay Blueprint. Wow, so sorry, the camera is taking a while to figure that out, right? And right there, this income, last one. Guess what those buttons are hooked up to? Those are hooked up to my bank account. That money doesn't go someplace else and then come to me. It comes to me directly. It comes to you directly. Unbelievable, you guys. Now, here's the part I'm going to suggest. This isn't for everyone, okay? This last, right? This last step here would be a premium offer. This would be your premium offer. This is where the rest of my business fits in. Remember that I've had a business coaching and consulting business for the last 5 years. And I specifically help people learn how to ship their business from a physical business. Like as an artist, I was selling my art at galleries and shows and shifting it to moving it as an online business. So this is where I put my premium offer. This is where I have a private, sorry guys, I can't write like that, a private coaching package. This is where my premium offer fits in. You don't have to have this. You can, if you sold $900, if you sold this product one every day, do you realize that that would come out to $320 plus thousand in a year? You can do very well with this. Now, here's the big kicker here. When you're looking at this and you're like, oh my gosh, Shauna, how am I going to do? The way they teach you is to get your business tasks done in 2 hours a day. In 2 hours a day, you can do this whole system right here. And it all starts with building that email list, having that lead magnet. So the key here I want you to think about is, what lead magnet could you offer that's going to really pique your customers' interest and pull them in to where they're like, heck yeah, I want that. That's going to really help me. If you already have a lead magnet and it's not working, it's okay. Like I said, that's very common. And a lot of times it's because we just don't understand what it is our customers, their immediate need that we can solve, right? If you want help with that, that's what we do in my private coaching package. We break that all down and we figure out what's going to work specifically for you. If you would rather have a business that all of that has been done for you, it's all been proven. We're talking millions of dollars. It was over $18 million that Legacy Builders generated the last 3 months. Because it's a proven system, it's a proven strategy. All you do is learn how to implement it. Plus, you get people, you get a community of experts. You have access to the founder every single day in that program. There are not very many businesses. I have been in a lot of programs, and to have access to the founder, to the person who built the machine, who created the whole system, who had it tested, who proved it before they ever went out there and made it available to all of us, that is unheard of. And not only that, they help you sell it every week. The founder of the business who's made it available to all of us to benefit from the unicorn that she found and discovered and built and said, here, I'm going to share it. You guys have access to it too. She's actually out there helping you get customers every week. You don't even have to do all the heavy lifting at all. All you have to do is hook it up. The website's built for you. They hand it to you. Well, $29, they hand it to you. You only spend it one time to have this running in the background 24/7. They show you how to market it with free ads. They show you how to get out here on social media. They show you everything. And I'm telling you, it's really efficient. A lot of what they teach is what I had already had built into my program. And it even expands a little bit further because I wasn't teaching people how to be on TikTok. I wasn't specifically teaching people a social media reels, like a reels strategy, reels, reels. So they're teaching you social media strategies on a larger scale. There's training on how to use LinkedIn. There's training on how to leverage YouTube. Every single social media platform they cover as to how you can get out there and market your product on it really efficiently and effectively, because each platform has its own nuances, right? The program that I work with mainly because of the artist I worked with, a lot of their ideal clients are on Facebook, so we worked primarily there. But the amount of time it takes to build out the training for this, it's all packaged in there, and you get access to it immediately so you can hit the ground running. And then you take all this training and apply it to your own business if you already have one, and then you can resell it. That is crazy good. Crazy. Okay, I'm done preaching there. Okay, so let's dig into your content. We've kind of talked about this before, but let's dive deeper into it. Your content, because this is the key, right? Your content is what's going to attract them to your lead magnet. What is your content talking about that's going to attract them? Well, first of all, your content needs to address their fears. Why do you want to call that out? Remember, our snake, right? Our snake. We got the snake, the otters, and the moose. The snake is going to be the first to respond to everything, especially because it is activated by fear. It is the first response that all of us have the way we're wired as humans. So if you are calling out that you understand your customers' fears, you're going to catch their attention immediately. So what is your customer's biggest fear? What are they struggling with? Right? What are they frustrated by? What are they disappointed by or with? Notice, okay, I'm going to call us back. We talked about this in other training when we talked about the making no-brainer offers. We specifically said people buy on emotion, right? The trigger, a buying trigger is emotional first. What are all of these? These are emotions. We have to have emotional content. If we're just out there spewing facts, or if we're just out there saying, here's what you get when you purchase, that is not going to get them to purchase. Why? It's not even going to get them to like stop the scroll. Why? Because that doesn't speak to why they want the product. How is the product going to help them? Okay. Their fear, their disappointments. You also want to know and want to call out what's going to bring them joy. What brings them fulfillment? Now, these are secondary emotions, right? We do want to be able to build the vision, right, of what's possible. We want to contrast the vision of what's possible against the vision whoops of what's we're going to call it the consequence. Oh my gosh, sorry. Consequence if they don't resolve the issue. What's the cost of them staying in the place that they're at right now versus making a decision, taking an action to invest in whatever they need to invest in to get them to the vision of what they really want? Do you know those answers? I'll be honest with you. It's not something that comes to you right away. And sometimes you'll know what I call like the surface level. They're the surface level answers to those. But often we have to dig deeper. We usually have to dig deeper to the ones that we don't like to show because it makes us very vulnerable. We need to be able to call out the ones, the emotions, the consequences, of the things that our customer never wants to say. They don't want to say it. They don't even really want to think it. They do think it, but they're certainly not going to voice it because it makes them feel so bad. A lot of times it's about shame and it's about guilt. How can you empathize with them? What kind of experience have you had that helps you identify with them? Why are they your ideal customer? Well, usually they're your ideal customer because you have been in the same situation before. Share it. So I'll dig in right here. You know, my situation, my ideal customer is someone who's like me. Now, for whatever reason, the reason that got them to where they're at or got me to where I'm at right now isn't as significant as the fact that this is where I'm at, right? I am in a situation right now, current circumstances that I am climbing out of. I don't have a retirement. There is no 401k. My friend said 401k MIA, right? I don't have a 401k because I was a stay-at-home parent and then I worked for myself. So there are no investments that are going to come back to me later. There is no Social Security income. Literally everything that I am going to be living on in the future depends on how much I can put in a Roth IRA right now. If you don't have that stuff like me, I'm talking to you because that's who I am. I understand how terrifying it is to be in that situation. So, who is your customer and why are you out there sharing the solution? If you found the solution, it's actually your obligation to share it with people. So, this was actually another conversation I had with one of my friends recently. She said, Shauna, I am so glad. I'm so glad to hear that you are doing so well. Why aren't you telling people about it? Why aren't you telling people? And I have always struggled with that. I've always struggled with sharing success because I never want to be oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm getting upset. I never want people to see me as being, braggadocious or prideful. So I usually don't share these things. And she's very successful in business, by the way. Owning her own business, very successful. And she turned it around and she said, Shauna, you have it all wrong. She's like, it is just simply being a good human if you have found something that's working and it's actually something that could be available to every other person who may be struggling with the same thing. Sharing your success and how it's working and the fact that they can have it too is just flat out being a good human. You're not you're not doing the right thing if you're not sharing your success. That was an enlightening moment for me. That's why I'm out here. That is really the whole reason why I'm out here sharing this. Otherwise, I would just be like back here in the background, do it myself. The only reason why I'm out here telling everyone like a crazy person is because it actually works and it can work for you too. And I know that I am not the only one who is worried about what happens after I'm 60 or 65. I don't want to be working till I'm 80. I don't think I have it in me, much less. Well, I don't want to. I want to be able to have fun. I I am truly an otter at heart. What do you want to do? What do you want to be able to do with your life? Do you want to have to work every day just to pay the bills because you were in a situation like me where you didn't have the income socked away? this is something that can let you start earning now and keep earning into the future, because this is a very high demand product and business. This is predicted to go into the trillions because everyone is going to need to learn how to be successful at digital marketing. So you have a product that's in need if you do this. And it's going to help everyone. It'll help everyone. Did you know right now, corporations, the number one skill that corporations are looking for, so this isn't for our age because they don't hire people our age, but they want people who know digital marketing. It is the top skill. Digital marketing, creativity. If we don't have those skills, we're not going to be successful even in the corporate world, even in the job market. But here you get to do this for yourself and have 100% profit. You're not, plugging the clock from, 8 to 5, 9 to 5, and for a max amount of money, right? A salary or an hourly wage. Because here you are in control of that completely. There's no cap. There's no maximum. If you want to sell to one customer a day or 10 customers a day, that is up to you. That is completely within your control. That's why some people who are doing this are millionaires, because they are out here making this work. They've decided that they went all in. So I just want you to consider the possibility of what digital marketing can bring for you. And the fact that this is something that you don't have to do full time to be successful at, because they teach you how to do everything you need to make actually 6 figures within 2 hours a day. So yeah, if you have a full-time job right now and you're like, really, yes, you're going to have to carve out an extra 2 hours a day and master the 2 hour a day system to be able to make this work for you. But can you imagine if that actually freed you up from your regular job? What if you went in, if you just dedicated, I'm going to do 2 hours a day, every day for the next 6 months and see where I come out? I guarantee you it's going to be freaking life-changing, life-changing. I don't want you to miss out. That's why I'm out here talking about it. So I would love for you to put info anywhere in the chat, and I will make sure that I connect you with the 5-step blueprint that shows you, it's the big picture of everything that we're doing here. All the stuff that I've been talking about, you can have access to for any of those price points, 900, 600, 300, or 100. If you choose the 900 product, which is where I invested, you get access to 4 income streams. You get to offer all 4 of those products to people that you can help, to people who need the digital marketing skills, whether it's for their own business or whether they want to actually sell that as a product. Oh my gosh, it's an amazing thing. So let me know if you have questions. I will be here. You can also, of course, find me on those other social media platforms. Take care.